Again, not how you wanted to come out and play. Uh, when you play against a team on paper and that is more athletic than you, you turn the ball over, you don't play well on special teams, you give up big plays, those things, it's going to get lopsided real fast. So, but there's a lot of young guys out there got experience for us in this first game. A lot of things that we can look at the film and say, this is what we did good, this is what we got to get better at, and that's what we will do. But you go through that locker room there, and a lot of guys hanging their heads. Yeah, we're disappointed that we got beat, but we know that this is a long process and a journey, and we'll continue to grind it out and keep fighting.
They started so fast. Why do you think that was? And how big a deal was that? And what do you think that's
It was big. We talked about it again. First 5 minutes of the game is so important, and this was the case. And anytime you go play, a Power 5 conference or a Big Ten school, that's it. The first 5 minutes of the game, and you get down 21 zip real fast in the first quarter, is tough to climb out of. They get in their comfort zone, and this is a team that was playing with a lot of emotion, playing with a lot of energy, had a lot of things to prove. So it added even more, and then you playing a day later and all the madness of all that. So, it's just tough. It's tough to sit there and get down to really good football teams and get out of it.
Do you think the delay of heading out of town and all of that played a big role?
I have no idea. I don't want to sit there and say that is. I mean, you can say that, but, they made plays and we didn't. And we made mistakes.
You said back there the week that you kind of find some things to build on. Did you find
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things. I mean, you score a couple touchdowns and get neglected by, two freshmen moving. There's a lot of young guys out there. We probably played, 6 or 7 freshmen, true freshmen, that are going to be good football players for us down the road. Those are the things off the top of the head that you sit there and look at. And, we knew that this game was going to be tough. We knew that this was going to be a tough opponent, for us matchup-wise. But the things that we want to accomplish and the style of play that we want to play, we want to make sure that we did that and we got that accomplished in that game. A lot of the fourth downs going forward, being attacking on defense, that's who we're going to be, and we're going to win some, we're going to lose some, but we're going to keep going after it.
Did you see anything that you didn't expect with the coaching change?
No, not at all.
Either side of the
No,
line?
not at all. Yeah, what we saw on film, before is what they did. They executed well, and we didn't on a couple of things, but there wasn't a play out there that happened that we didn't watch on film or we didn't practice.
But target a little off subject, but I understand that the woman on your roster might actually look for a spot for her to get into the game sometimes.
April?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. I love to get April in a game sometime. And not just because of she's a female, she earns it. She works her tail off. She's first one out there in practice and the last one off the field. So I would love for her to get an opportunity her senior year to get in the game.
What would it take to put her in the game?
I think it's the yardage. She can probably from the 10-yard line in, is her automatic distance. And I'm not. It's always team first. I'm not going to put the team in a bad situation. For her to go in the game, but like I said, before this year's out, she'll get out there. Promise you that.
Sooner rather than later?
That I don't know.
What's it, not to talk
Mhm.
about it too much, but what's it like having a woman on your roster? I guess you probably never had that.
No, you know what? It's awesome. And you talk to the guys, and I've talked to April a bunch, and there's a lot of times that, April's and all, she's a 4-point student. She's a great woman of faith. So there's a lot of great qualities that she brings to the table, and she always comes from a woman's point of view. A lot of times when we're talking about, major issues, those are issues that you got to talk about with a football team. You got to talk about drugs. You got to talk about sex. You got to talk about those things. and it's good to have her in the room a lot of times that she can voice her opinion coming from a woman's point of view. You know, that our guys open our eyes, but there ain't a guy in this team that does not love her, and she's got 105, whatever brothers. And every time someone gets up and talks, one of our players gets up and talks, they always sit there and talk about that they got brothers and a sister. All right. Thank you, guys.